Take a little trip down memory lane for those of you who may be wondering here. The Trucking for a Cure convoy was supposed to happen today in Woodstock, if it had happened, and we of course, with the pandemic, we are not in Woodstock. So thought we would do this. Did this for another organization the other week. It worked pretty good. So there is a goal today. Hey, Joanne, how you doing? Like Joanne saying, it might be just you and me. You're right, Joanne. It probably is going to be, but we're going to have fun anyway because we know people are going to be on. So here's what you can do. And I've been trying to figure out how I could paste it in the comments. I'm not sure how I can do that. I seem to be having trouble with that. So I'm going to do it on my other one during a video, but you can donate today. Lead Pedal Podcast put a donation in this morning. We had our Fan Club Friday draw yesterday and gave away a couple gift cards, and so we matched the donation. So we were there. You can donate. The goal is $20,000 that they're trying to raise this year for Trucking for a Cure. As you know, these organizations, if they don't raise money, even when there's a pandemic, it's very hard to start from ground zero. So this just keeps things alive, keeps things moving, keeps the memory going. And we're going to go through some of the memories today. We've got Joanne on, who's the organizer, and Joanne is going to join me. We have some people going thumbs up. More people are going to come on. It's a beautiful day. I'm in Burlington, Ontario here. It is absolutely gorgeous. So I know that a lot of people are probably on the move, and they'll check in later. So I know that this is not a waste of time, and anything that keeps the fight against cancer going, I think, is important anyway. So we're going to take a little trip down memory lane, and I'm going to start us off, and it's going to be it's going to be hopefully a good one. There's some stuff that here you may not remember. Joanne, Joanne, go get your tissues out because you're going to need it for sure. So let's just go with the first time. When I started working with Joanne, we were in 2009, I think it was the very first year. And I had started actually working with the Convoy before Joanne took it over. Joanne was helping at that time. And she asked me, she took it over, asked to do a logo. Here's the logo that I did. This is back in the day. We're talking back in 2009 that we did this logo just to, this was the first one. Joanne had a vision for this. She wanted it coming through the ribbon. That's what we did. That one went away. And over the years, it's been evolved. There's probably been about 3 logos done between myself and Tramp and some of the other people. And it's been pretty good. But that was when we first started. And if you ever remember the Convoy started in London, Ontario. And if you remember, these are the days of London, Ontario here, where we would take a group photo. We were at the Fifth Wheel back when it was the Fifth Wheel. And we had the whole group out there. And this was a lot of fun times. It was brand new. People were starting to paint their trucks and do some of that cool stuff. So it was nice to get a little bit there. We were in London for a couple of years before, and this was one from St. Thomas here where Joanne and them were out early on. So we were in London for a couple of years before it moved to Woodstock, and it was fun in those days out in London here. This is one of the ones from London I'll play for you right here. Trucking for a Cure event, which is going on to support the Breast Cancer Foundation. And here we have Karen, who is with the foundation, right? And you're with this big bus?
Canadian Breast Cancer Foundation.
Yeah, and we have Joanne, who's in charge of the Trucking for a Cure, which changed its name this year from Convoy for a Cure. So those of you who may be interested with that, in the past, it's the same people involved. They just changed the name. So we're here today. We're about to kick off here for the 3rd annual event to go to Woodstock. We're in London at Dorchester at the Fifth Wheel, and just wanted to talk to Joanne about what's going on and how do you guys feel about the Convoy as far as it's going this year?
This year, we're really excited about the outpour we're getting from the drivers and the communities. The events we've gone to throughout the year, we're building that relationship in the eye of the public with the transportation industry. It's a big issue with us to make sure we build that community involvement, and they get to see that the drivers out here are passionate and care. And once they get involved in a cause like this, you can see with all the pinked out trucks, that, it's in their heart what they're doing here today.
Awesome, and Karen, you go to different events, right? Not just the trucking, but you do like the Run for the Cures and all of that. So how has this turnout? It's got to be pretty fantastic to see all of this, right?
It is fantastic. This is the first time I've been here, so I've never been able to participate in this type of event. It's completely unique. It reaches a community that we wouldn't have the opportunity to reach. So it's community members like Joanne that really make the difference here in Ontario for how we one day will create a future without breast cancer.
Well, I tell you what, if you're at the event today, make sure you sign the bus. I got my name. I almost did a caricature on the whole thing, but I didn't have time today. TST is here today. They're a huge supporter. They actually have one of their staff members who had cancer just a couple of years ago, and they are the ones that are really kicking us off. Tom, you want to come into this one? You, Tom? No. Come on. So that's enough. That's enough of me interviewing. Anyway, if you guys remember the bus that was out one year, and it was a fun bus. You can go through, and they were doing all kinds of information on there. Joanne, you may not remember, but Joanne has was holding stuff. Highland has been a big supporter for the group, and Joanne, I think one of the first events other than the Convoy that I went to was one of the appreciation awards. So here's or not the awards, but appreciation volunteer session. Here's one.
And I don't know what I would do without these girls. They're amazing women, and Charmaine, like I said, she would give me the butt and say everything's all right. I think I've cried on their shoulders a few times, and the same with Becky and Laura. They've been my powerhouse to keep me going and to say that it's going to be all right and we're going to make it through this year again. Dave in Peterbilt, Ontario, that family that I've gotten to meet with them is the most wonderful family I could ever be a part of. Darren and Jeff. I had the greatest time at the St. Thomas National Raceway Park. They actually let me drive one of their brand new Peterbilts in a race.
No way.
And I won.
It's scary.
The guy that owns the Peterbilt.
That was supposed to be a secret. Needs a new engine, but you won.
Yeah, well, no, I think I lifted the suspension you said a few times on the trip. Darren did come up to the window and say, "Do you want to win, or do you just want to have a good time?" And I'm like, "Oh, I don't want to grind my gears and look like an idiot. That's all I'm worried about." Laura was in the truck with me. She had a great time with me. It's too bad she didn't get to actually see the race because she spent the whole time trying to pull her butt back. I was so worried about grinding the gears that I took off like a bat out of hell, and Laura went flying into the back of the car. And there was a young girl from the racetrack in with me to guide us because none of us had ever raced, and we didn't know like what the track was like. And once I knew I was kicking Harry's butt, and I saw that burgundy blur go behind me, I went to high five everybody, and I turned around, and all I see is Laura's butt. And the first thing I say is, "What the hell are you doing?" She goes, "I don't know why you're worried about grinding your gears. Every time you took off, I went flying back." But we made it through the race, and this is the first time we've actually ever had the chance to talk about it with Harry, because we keep telling him we were going to bug him about it and make fun of him, but he's out for a challenge, Darren.
I have video proof that says I'm going to win.
Of course. He said the challenge is on, Darren, and he's actually going to use his own truck, so I think I better start coming to your place to practice. But we had a great time, and that's when we got to meet more of the Peterbilt team family. And every event we go to, when they're there, we make sure we go mingle with them, and they're always supportive to us. They do their own events, and they go to other shows that we don't go to, and they're promoting us at those shows as well. And that's the greatest thing. I had a driver call me and say, "You wouldn't believe what they're doing." What's the shop in that's it, sorry. He says they're literally using pink mechanic towels. Like they got the pink towels out in the mechanic shop. So that's how involved these guys get. And Rhonda's not here today. Her two kids are involved in hockey, and of course that's a big thing with her. But Rhonda is a big pusher for these guys. These guys start pounding the pavement. I can't believe how well they do and how amazing they are. and they just like, once they get it in their mind, they go, and they're just wow, and they're great to be a part of. I will never forget the opportunity I had with Dave when I called him that day, and everybody said it was like winning the lottery that you actually got Dave on the phone. So I will always be grateful for that day. He took the time to listen to what I had to say and to listen to our event, and he didn't hesitate, and they've been on board with us ever since, and I appreciate that, Dave, so much.
You're a real pleasure.
Thank you.
All right, so that was a great one. Hey, I got somebody visiting me in the studio that I didn't realize. So say hello to Carmen. Say hi, Carmen.
Hi, everyone, watching live today with Bruce.
All right, so I didn't realize that she had snuck in. So this is why you've got when you got headphones on, you're kind of in your own way there. So we had a lot of fun. That was some of the first times that we were with oh, hold on, I keep losing you here. That's all right. I know you want to cover my face. All right, so that was fun. So after that, at the time, Joanne's group, Trucking for a Cure, I remember that everything was about the run back then, and I don't know what other sports stuff they had going on to raise money, but they had never realized that truckers would raise any money. And I still remember when Joanne came on and they started gaining some traction and really getting some stuff going on, and they won the awards a couple times, and the first one was with Beverly Thompson was there, and if you guys remember from her, she was CTV at the time, and she would be there just talking about raising money.
Racial stories. It's great to see such a huge room, so many wearing pink, some of the ladies too, which is amazing. Just saying. This pink shirt on, to look back at the year and to see all the things that you've done, the exciting announcements that Sandra was just talking about. It is incredibly inspirational. I was diagnosed in 2002, and after concentrating on treatment, when that part was done, I wanted to know more. I think a lot of cancer survivors feel the same way. I just needed to know more. Add to that a journalistic hat, and I knew I needed to get involved. And that's where the partnership with the Canadian Breast Cancer Foundation began. And it has been a wonderful, exciting, and positive journey, I think, for all of us to see where this foundation came from. I'll talk a little bit about that in a minute, where it is, and I think more importantly, where it's going. It is so nice to see so many of us here to celebrate all of that here this afternoon. Despite the fact that there were a few things going on this day, I don't know if any of you had trouble getting here.
So at that one, I think I think the people from England, the royalty, I'm not sure who it was, if it was Prince Charles, somebody was in the same hotel that day, and there was a lot of stuff going on. But I think it's even more important to see the awards that Trucking for a Cure got.
The nominees for Community Event Commitment Award returning community event are Carlton Heights Curling Gauze Field for breast cancer, the CEREC or Sarah Pink Ribbon Ride, Coldwater Curl for the Cure, Curves if they're here, Curves for a Cure, Burlington Northeast, Pretty and Pink Golf Tournament, Push for the Cure Ontario, Remax Garden City Yard Sale for a Cure, the Bishop Strong School Harvest Games, BSS Run for a Cure, and Trucking for a Cure. So congratulations to Trucking for a Cure. This is such a great event. Trucking for a Cure Convoy made its way down the 401 from the fifth wheel truck stop in Dorchester, the TA truck stop in Woodstock. Joanne Millen-Mackenzie at the helm of this event that raised over $52,000 in 2012. Joanne is amazing, and she herself was also diagnosed, and she lost her aunt to the disease. She is an amazing whirlwind of energy and passion about the cure, and looks for every opportunity to spread the word about the work of CBCF. Congratulations to the Trucking for a Cure event and Joanne Millen-Mackenzie.
All right, so those were some good times. I remember those times. It was really fun to be doing that, and congratulations to Joanne for doing a great job at these events. There's one problem with the events when we were having them. We had them in October, and this is what it looked like. I think out of this is the 11th year, and I think for the first 7, this is what it looked like when we were going down the road. I think every year it rained or we had bad weather. We did have some good ones in there, but for the most part, there was a lot of uncertain weather in October when she was having it. And at that time, we had moved from Fifth Wheel to Woodstock due to the Fifth Wheel closing down, and then Woodstock had some challenges with the way their year end was falling right on our convoy and the weather, and things got moved to September, which has been proven to be a little better down the road. So here's a few photos. We had some good times over the years. This one here is of the girls from Women's Trucking Federation of Canada. They've always been out supporting the events. One time I was awarded the booby cake. You can't really see it here. It's probably too small. That was for my birthday. We were up at Fergus that year, and Joanne and Laura presented me with this cake. So that was fun. We were in the TST tent, which is I got to give a shout out to TST. Tom's retired now, and but he was a huge supporter every year for Trucking for a Cure and did a lot. And so it was great. And then of course you guys probably remember the big time when the new truck came out. Anybody remember the new truck? This is Tramp design. So Tramp at this point had redone the logo for Trucking for a Cure and did the design on the truck when they presented the Peterbilt to
long enough. This will be a camera.
to Joanne.
I'll fade away. That's what I mean, you know?
Hi, we're here today with Trucking for a Cure in Woodstock, Ontario. We've got Trent Warner here. Who is where I said your last name, right?
Yep.
Okay. We've got. We'll start again. We're at the Trucking for a Cure event in Woodstock, Ontario. We got Trent Warner here, who does all the graphics. He did this beautiful truck. Tramp, you designed the logo, which is awesome. And how long did it take you to get things together with this truck here?
This is about a 20-hour layout.
Wow. And you got some, and I don't know if you want to share, you got some personal attachment to the Cancer Foundation, right? So obviously, as well as I do, this is quite a big thing for us. So tell me, you specialize in cartooning and truck graphics and all of that kind of stuff, right?
Truck graphics, hand pinstriping. I was known in the industry for doing all handwork at one time. Now I take to the next level with a computer. The only difference with me and a computer is my imagination, how far I'll stretch it.
Awesome work, awesome work. You can find Tramp now. Tramp, your website is what?
It's www.tramps.com.
And you can see Tramp's work all over the convoy. He's done the logos. He's done this beautiful truck here. And I know you've got a bunch of other stuff that's probably not here, T-shirt and everything. Yeah, so come on out if you're not already out here. And if you're looking for great graphic work, then Tramp is the guy to see. And as you can see, you'll see this in the rolling convoy. So thanks very much. Tramp, anything you want to add?
Well, I'd just like to say thank you to Peterbilt, Highland, Toronto Digital for helping me out to get this done right. And this is quite an adventure all in its own. So please support the Cure and the cause.
Awesome, awesome. And Peterbilt is one of the giant sponsors in this event. And as you can see, it's what year are we? I guess it's the latest, right? 2013. So this 2014. So look for this on the roadways, and when you do, give it a honk. You'll see one of the drivers for Highland in this, and they're supporting the cause. So you do the same. Thanks.
Thank you.
All right, so that was a good job. Tramp is a great artist. We both are cartoonists, and I remember one year at Fergus, we were actually displaying side by side in a tent, and most cartoonists wouldn't think that that's great, but I've always admired his stuff. I've admired his skill, and he's quite talented. And then here's the part where Joanne got presented with the truck.
Thanks, James. Smelling great.
So that was sorry about the bad audio there. That I just picked out that clip last night. So anyway, she is good. Now I've got to say, because I live in the West End of Toronto, I've never been to the other Convoy, Prescott, and I'm sorry that I don't have a lot of pictures of Prescott, but I do want to acknowledge them. So there was a point where Joanne started the second Convoy up in the Prescott area. So you can see a whole bunch of pictures on the website here. These are just a few that I have that I just picked out. So again, I apologize to the people in Prescott. I didn't want to leave you out. I just don't have much footage. I've always attended the Woodstock one in all the years that I've been there. So anyway, so then we got into some other stuff here. We've got some this is just some of the Convoy that we've had over the years. Take out. Congratulations. Nobody hit each other on the way.
No, it looked really good. They actually, 8 years, this is now our 9th year, and we actually kind of looked like we knew where we were going on the way out there. So congratulations to everybody and the drivers, and really listening to directions, which is what we always do, right? So we're good.
So I remember talking to you before. This is always your kind of heartfelt moment, seeing them all go out, right? So how are you feeling this time after the annual?
Yeah, about the 6th last truck, I could feel the tears coming on. And I'm just so proud of our drivers and what they do. And we had a few drivers that couldn't make it this year, but we saw some new faces this year too. So it's really great when you see the new faces. And I don't know, I think the decorate, I don't know how they can just keep competing like that every year. It's just like, wow. Like, they are all hardy drivers here. Like, their trucks look pretty impressive. And I don't know, somebody definitely very creative in the industry at every company, right?
Yeah. So now they're going to come back. They're doing their thing. You're going around, they're going to come back, and then you have some bands playing. Or what goes on for the rest of the day?
Well, for the rest of the day, we got the band playing. Busted, they're coming on. We got the Bone Shaker jet truck. He'll be performing a little bit of shaking the neighborhood up. And we've got the race car here with Bob, and of course the bouncy castle, face painting, and the barbecue, and our silent auction, and of course then the awards go out for 12 gauges show and shine for the Cure. And those awards will be going out, and as well as our awards to everybody else too. So a few more hours of fun, and we lucked out. It's not sweltering like it was last year, and it just warmed up just enough, right? So we're pretty happy about that.
Great. Well, listen, thanks for all you do. Next year's 10 years, right? What are we going for? You mentioned a goal earlier. What are we going for 10?
Well, I'd like to make sure we hit 100,000 for sure, but it might be nice to go above that. But my biggest goal is to see what we can do 10th year. That's a pretty big milestone for us, and I can't believe it. 10 years. It's like, wow, we've been doing this 10 years. Like, I was just a young pup when we started.
Let's not get into age on this one. Neither of us are going to win. Yeah. Joanne, thank you for everything you do. Great. Congratulations on another great event. You guys worked hard, your whole team. And I hope we're going to be part of the event for sure. Okay. All right. So that was a great interview with Joanne. That was just before the 10th there. Still going strong with it. And here's one from 2017 of some of the stuff that went on that year.
the street.
We had there's oh, that's a long video, so I won't play the whole thing. I just want to, because Joanne started something, and Joanne, you're gonna have to help me out here because I'm on and I know I'm gonna probably miss some. But as far as the driving force leaders, so these are the people who won lead truck. I have here, and this is for Woodstock only, I think. For driving force leaders for 2010, I've got Harry Zurlins Jr., Big Dog College at the time, and Ann Finley, Tandit. 2011 was Stephanie Schroeder, Donna Hugendorn, if I misplaced that. And in 2012, Stephanie Schroeder again, and Jim Pinder. And then 2014, I don't have a name. Oh, it was Jim Park. Won that year, and then 2000, I'm missing a couple years in between there. 2017 was Haley, 2018 was Haley, and then 2019 was Barb. I don't have maybe you could put those up for me, Joanne, and I'll put them up on the screen. So those were some of our lead trucks that we had over the years. Here's a picture of Haley's truck. I don't have them all, so I was just reading that off the website, so I didn't have them all here. These were some of the leaders from last year. I think this was last year's set that came up, so the top 10. So good stuff there, good stuff. Lots of stuff going on. Joanne, help me out here. You've got a better probably handle on that than I do. And then for those of you who like the cowgirls kicking up their stuff, the entertainment at these events have always been really, really good there too, right? All right, so that's the I don't even know what they call that, but it's country line dancing. I don't know what the group's called. Anyway, so we had some fun. I want to give a big shout out to some people. We got Joanne on, we got Carmen on, we've got George on, we've got a whole bunch of people with a thumbs up, and we got a couple of people who just love me with heart. I'm not sure who that is. Anyway, we are having a good time. Hope you guys are getting some. There's tons of memories here. If you want to go and see more photos, you can go to truckingforacure.com, go to the photos tab, and they got a whole bunch of them. Now, what I love about the convoys, probably one of the most things that I love, is seeing how everybody dresses up. Sorry, this is as good as you're going to get it for me. I don't do dress up, but I've never been a Halloween fan. But you got to love someone like Jim Park who can make it rock, right? For those of you who do not recognize this person, this is Jim Park. How we doing, Jim?
I'm doing great this morning, Bruce. How about you, sir?
This is a side of you I've not seen before.
Well, you said
What's
that
going
on Convoy a couple of weeks ago, didn't you? Yeah. Hey, it's for a good cause, you know. I'm giving women a bad name, femininity a bad name dressed like this. We'll give it our best shot.
You have a self-image that I gotta say a lot of us don't have. Where do you, Rocky Horror Picture Show comes to mind. We're gonna call you Jim Curry today.
Jim Curry? I'm all for that, yeah. It works for me. I'm gonna ride that on a broomstick later on today, though.
Did you rob a dollar store? Like, what's going on?
Well, this dress is actually from a play in St. Catharines, Garden City Productions, of White Christmas. And this was from the Sisters number. Sisters, my sister, you know that one? Christmas. Anyway, so there's...
I know it, I'm trying to forget.
Two match dresses. I got the big one. Joanne's got the other one. So we're kind of match costumes today. The motorcycle boots are mine. I wear these all the time. The tights are from a dollar store.
Oh, no. We don't need to see more of his legs.
Can't see
we
that.
don't need to see more of his legs. Yeah,
yeah. And, well, the bra, I'm not going to show you where I got that from.
Yeah. Let's keep it clean.
The girls get in the way. I'll tell you, when you lean over something, you're not used to having these, whole different experience.
I think you should have come in high heels. That would have just set it off to a new level.
Well, I couldn't walk in high heels. I tried, and I figured if I fall off the darn things and hurt myself, it'd be a workers' comp claim, and it just wouldn't go well. It was this or a pair of pink Crocs.
Pink Crocs would have gone good.
And that just went over the top for me. Yeah.
I like the eyelashes. How long did it take you to put this together? Because I know women always say they need time to get ready.
You know what? I agree with them. This took me about 45 minutes.
Yeah, we can see that.
The eyelashes were at least 20 of that.
Yeah.
Try putting eyelashes on by yourself. You got to hold one eye open and put the glue on. I almost blew my eyelid shut.
I don't think you're supposed to wear glasses with the eye.
Well, yeah, but I can't see without them, too, so I've got a definite disadvantage here. If I put the glasses on where they belong, I can't close my eyes. So, I don't know, I got some problems. We'll work that out, but anyway.
Are you collecting beads today? You got a lot of them, man. And in Louisiana, it's fine, but I'm not sure we want to give you any beads.
Genuine Kitchener Dollarama. these guys. Nowhere near Louisiana. But this is the costume.
So what are you doing Saturday night? Okay, don't answer that.
You're the third guy who's asked me this. You're late. That's all I can say.
Thanks, Jim. Thanks for your support for the convoy.
Go for a great cause.
Thanks. Yeah, this is as far as I'm going. I'm not going there. I'm going with pink.
You're looking good.
It took me a few years to get the pink on, so we're progressing. How many years have you done this to get to this level?
This is the fourth year, I think.
Oh yeah.
First year was a pink shirt, the big pink goofy tie. A couple of years ago, it was the little short mini skirt with the black tights. This year, we decided to go and grab the dresses. So next year,
I'm not sure if we can make it here next year.
We're
We'll see
talking
how
about
this goes.
Jim Curry next year. That'd be a fun.
All right. So I don't know if you have a self-image like Jim. That's all I can say. You know what? I got to give him kudos. Whether it's here or Special Olympics, he's always giving full support. So way to go, Jim. Hey, and then of course there's somebody else who's always giving full support, and this is Shelley Uvenel-Hesh, who has always been a big supporter of Shelley Uvenel-Hesh from the Women's Trucking Federation of Canada. See how I got that down pat? How you doing?
I'm doing good, Bruce. How are you today?
Good. You're dressed in purple. You don't have to that way. But I understand your colors are purple. I got it. Hey. This is not that kind of show.
Okay.
Okay, good.
But it's a little cold.
Yeah. Okay. So how you doing? Good. So you are tied in with Trucking for a Cure. You've been working with them for a few years. And you're doing something. Tell us what you're doing here as far as raising money for
The Women's Trucking Federation of Canada.
I knew that up front, but I didn't. I lost the hop. It's a Western Star. Anyway, so you guys have an event coming up. Tell us about the event.
Yeah, it's called Bridging the Barriers. It's on Saturday, October 27th.
Yep.
And it's at the St. Pie Center.
Oh, so what's happening there? All right. So actually, she was talking about Bridging the Barriers event, which is not going to be on Saturday, September 27th, because it's not happening, but it is happening on October 19th. So go to Women's Trucking Federation, WTFCA.ca, if you want to find out more information about that. So we've had some great thing here. I'm going to just give you a little bit of some of the cool decorations that we see at the convoy every year. Just to all right, so you can still donate. If you noticed, I put it into I put a link into the comments. I don't know if it still stays as a link. I can't tell based on where I am. You can also go to Trucking for a Cure. If you go to truckingforacure.com, go to the donate page, and you can click donate, and you can go right in there, and it goes to the page to donate. So you know what? You can still support the cause. They were selling shirts and stuff at Big Rig, so all of that money is still going there. It's not wasted money. You're not throwing it away. It's keeping it going, and they'll use it next year. Hopefully, we'll all be live again next year and keep things going. So I thought I would just share some of this. Joanne's sharing some stuff here. I've been putting up on stage on that Tackaberry in the Tackaberry's probably been to Charlie Tackaberry's probably been to the Prescott one. Construction have been top leaders for Prescott, claiming #1 spot last 2 years. So that's really cool for sure. And then I guess let's see who else we got here. I think I put this up before, but I'll put up again that Joanne Hayward was there. There was a couple years, remember, I was missing. I didn't know who the top one was. So there you go. So that's what that one. Anyway, so hey, let's take a little recap from what happened last year, and we'll show you what went on in 2019. There's a Cure Convoy in Woodstock. Danny Thompson Band there just warming up on stage. And we are just going to be hopefully we're hitting 100 trucks today, and hopefully we're hitting over $100,000. And this is one of the best places to be. TruckingForACure.com is where you can find out all the information for this convoy and all the future convoys. Hello, welcome to the Untitled Podcast. This is episode number 372, and we are going to take a look at the Trucking for a Cure 10th anniversary event, which happened in Woodstock, Ontario in September 2019. This was a great event, my friends. We saw almost 100 trucks involved. They tried to get to their mission. We didn't get final totals at the time we're airing this, but they were going for $100,000 in prize money, and everybody was dressed out in pink. We had some amazing people there. Everybody was there, from RJS Motorsports to the Women's Trucking Federation of Canada, and many, many more people involved in this, making sure that it was a great event. We met so many people that was their first time, and a big congratulations to Barb Taylor, who raised over $11,000 in this event as the lead truck.
And it being our 10th anniversary, couldn't be any more fitting that she finally made it into the #1 spot. And I don't know if you guys know what her team does. They have barbecues all year, spaghetti dinners, silent auctions. They really worked hard this year, and coming in at $11,971. Barb's a cancer fighter right now. She's stage 4, and we love her to death. Congratulations. She said this was one of her bucket list things to make sure she had on her list. And Barb was told in 2013 she had 2 years.
A supporter of this, and we are all thinking of you as well. So have fun in the convoy. It's going to be a good one for you. Thanks. So this event's been going on every year. There's an event in Brockville, Prescott, Eastern Ontario, and one here in Western Ontario, in Woodstock, Ontario. It goes out of the TA Travel Plaza, and we were on site. We just were roaming around, talking to some of the coolest people in the trucking industry, decorating their trucks, bringing their families out, having a good time. That it was just a really wild ride.
Absolutely.
Are you singing or flying or anything like that?
No, trying to sell some $10 stickers to raise money for Trucking for a Cure.
Yeah.
And in my father's memory, I'm going to be matching everything. So the more we sell, the better it is.
Oh, nice. Well, good luck with the day, and everything looks nice and pink in the dollar store. Had a chance to see the top 10. The top 10 drivers raised over $40,000 of the money raised was by the top 10 drivers involved, and they had over 90 trucks involved. They were trying to hit 100,000, and just seeing people like Jim Park and Joanne Ritchie dressed up every year, they take it out of the park with the way they dress up, and they brought in some big money there around that 7,000 mark. How long did it take you to do this?
It took me longer to put the rickrack on than it's going to take us to drive in the convoy. I can tell you.
When we saw you last weekend, and you were saying that you had a special effect, Jim, I'm not even, the words just have left my Women's Trucking Federation of Canada President Shelley Uvenel-Hesch, who of course lost her husband not too long ago in a truck accident. Was there, raised money in his honor, and came into one of the top 10 as well. And so many others that were just dedicated to the cause and doing what they can. And we were walking around talking to people as they were decorating their trucks and finding out there were some really cool rides there. And so now, have you always supported the convoy? How many times have you been coming?
This is my second year now.
Okay, all right. Did you do the Eastern one? Do you go down to Brockville as well to do that one? Or?
No, I'm home on the weekends for that, so
yeah.
I'm too far away. I live in Niagara.
Okay, yeah, you're like us. You're Burlington. I don't go to that one either. I come to this one all the time.
Yeah.
So you guys are pinking it out. Did you raise money to pink it out? Did you? What kind of thing did you do to raise money this year?
Fucking all my customers I delivered to, the company, Margaret Transport, they donated quite a good chunk.
Yeah.
Right now, I'm almost 1,000.
Oh, nice.
I got a couple more donations coming.
Ryan, is this your truck?
Yes, it is.
Yeah. So is the company okay with having beige and you just decorated all pink today?
For the reason, they are okay with it.
Yeah. How long have you been involved with the convoy?
This is my second year. Last year I was a spectator. This is my first year participating in it.
Oh man! So how long have you guys been coming to the convoy? It's been what, a few years.
This is my fourth year. Yeah, I've been driving this truck now for 3 years. So
yeah, that's what we got.
Yeah. Well, no, they did it back in when Joanne first started with her Trucking for a Cure.
I'll make come out today because like I said, I've been golfing with him every Tuesday now that he's retired. So anyway, I know. So what did you guys do to raise money for the convoy? Did you do a special promotion or something?
Well, the company has just put forward some money to help out with the convoy. Yeah.
Picking it out, did you? You started with the handles?
Yes, yeah, we started with the handle. We threw that big thing on the bumper there, and then the old man just got back from North Bay this morning, so we just started throwing stuff on his truck as well. So throw some more on once you get parked, and
yeah. Well, cool. What'd you do to raise money for the convoy?
nothing.
That's the way to do it too. Hey, at least you're out here supporting. That's the way to do it.
Exactly.
Yeah. Awesome, buddy. Appreciate it.
Started 4 years ago.
4 years, yep.
Yeah.
So this year we're doing it for our Aunt Andrea Dine and my Nan Edna Stein.
Oh, very nice, very nice. This is awesome work. You should start selling these because there's a lot of people here who could use these on their truck.
Thinking about it this year.
I'm gonna put them on my car too.
This is the 4th year we've had it dressed up. Third or fourth.
So what did you guys do to raise money for the convoy? Did you do any kind of special barbecue promotions?
No, we just walked. I walked around work and asked people if they wanted to donate, and I think we donated about $400.
Oh, good for you, man. That's a good way to do it. And you guys like coming out? You have a good time when you come out?
Yeah, we have a great time. It's a good show.
Billy.
Awesome. Billy, how you doing?
Good, and yourself?
Good. So you were just telling me that this took you a long time.
Absolutely.
So how long would it take you to do this trip?
It probably took me a month of planning.
A month of planning. So you figured out where all the stripes were going to go on this trip?
Absolutely.
And then how long did it take to actually apply it?
About 2 hours it took us.
And where'd you get all this tape?
It's a secret.
Secret, yeah. Pink tape is on. Yeah, everybody else has them, you know.
No, they don't.
And of course, we talked with Joanne Miller McKenzie about what she thought of getting the 10-year anniversary for this event. So stay tuned. If you are listening to this on the podcast, we are going to dive into more of these interviews and just. All right. So that was a look at last year, what happened, and it was a really good year, and we had a good time. So, folks, that's all of footage I've got. Joanne has a special that they're having on their if you go to their Facebook page for Trucking for a Cure, they're having a virtual show and shine through the month of October. So the info is all there. I think that's sponsored by 12 Gauge or something like that. So anyway, you can go out there and check all of that out and still stay involved and raise money and do all of those kind of things. Again, you can go to truckingforacure.com, go to the donation link and also the donate page, and you can still raise money and doing that. And you're right, Joanne. Billy Joe's does put a lot of effort into her decorations. That was really good. So big thank you to everybody being on. This is the virtual convoy for this. We were actually supposed to be in Belleville at our friends at Trucking for a Cure, not Trucking for a Cure, Chrome Supply Warehouse. We're supposed to have an appreciation. We were going to do this kind of virtually from there. That event canceled because of the COVID issues. So we are here, and I hope you enjoyed it. And you're going to see more stuff come out. We've loaded up some of the videos and stuff from past years, so you can go see it. So hope you had a good time. Thanks for joining us. The link is there to go donate. Get involved in the truck, the virtual truck show and shine that they're having. Keep supporting the cause. And, we always do, because not only have we had many family members affected by this, but it's important for all of us, right? And again, it's doing so many good things. It's helping bring awareness to the issue of cancer. It's helping raise funds for research. It's helping promote women in the industry. It's promoting the industry as a whole. And it's helping the whole world realize how important the trucking industry is. And not only did they see it through the pandemic, but they are now seeing it everywhere. And we've been telling them this. It's been 11 years we've been telling them this, and they still don't listen. So let's just keep up the work. Let's show them. Forget listening. They're not going to listen, but they can see us. And so keep doing up the great work. Have a great day. Get out there and enjoy some sunshine. Donate if you can. We understand it's a pandemic year, so do what you can. Big thank you to Danny Thompson. The Thompsons are a big supporter of all of this, and we use their music a lot. And I hope you guys all had a great, great day. You're welcome, Joanne. You're welcome.